Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Cassandra, and today we are going to do some inquiry around the fight response of the nervous system. So let's go ahead and begin either in child's pose, lying down on your back, or just in a comfortable seat. I am going to begin lying down with the soles of my feet on the earth. My knees come to touch and my hands are resting on my belly. So hands can also rest on your heart, your belly, your chest, or palms can be facing up or down. So just notice what feels good to you today. Maybe just beginning with a few breaths in stillness, or taking some movement if that's what you feel like you need here. Relaxing the body from the head down to the toes. And just noticing if you're holding any tension in the jaw, the face, maybe the lips. Moving down to the shoulders and the throat center. Chest, upper back, middle and lower back, and then finally the hips. This is where we typically store a lot of tension, kind of armoring up our body, bracing ourselves for protection or for a fight. Maybe continue the awareness down through the arms and the hands, the legs and the feet. Maybe deepening the breath, feeling the belly rise and fall. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Maybe you notice your breaths are pretty shallow, and it might feel good to extend and deepen the inhales and the exhales. And just go ahead and experiment with that. You could do a couple of rounds of cyclic sighing here. So 2 deep inhales and then a sigh out. We can do a few together. Inhale, inhale, exhale like you're breathing through a thin straw. Let's go again. Inhale, inhale, exhale like you're breathing out through a very thin straw. When you're ready, inhale, inhale, exhale through your thin straw. Keep up with this breath if you like it. And we're just going to windshield wiper the legs back and forth a couple of times. So either stick with this windshield wipering, or we're going to send our right leg up long, maybe reaching behind the thigh, the calf, or the ankle, pointing and flexing the right foot, drawing circles with your toes, really feeling that stretch in your hamstring and calf, also in the shin. If you want to deepen that stretch, send your left leg out long. Maybe continuing that double inhale, long, slow exhale through the straw. and very gently we're just going to switch sides. Allow the sole of the right foot to come down to the earth. Left leg comes up, and if you can, hold behind the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. You might also have a strap and kind of put it right under your foot if you need some extra length. Drawing some circles with the toes, pointing and flexing, extending the right leg if that feels good. So just notice what has happened to your breath here. Feeling the ground supporting you. Noticing the temperature in the room. Maybe opening your eyes to become more present and to come out of the thinking mind. Just looking around your space and seeing what is here with you. Maybe you can name 5 things. And when you're ready, we are going to come up to seated. So if you want to, and you don't have a dog in your way, you can rock and roll up to seated, or just press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Let's go ahead and bring our left leg in, our right leg out long. All right, so your comfort level with your flexibility here is up to you. Sometimes stretching, we don't really understand why it feels so good for people, because in our body it doesn't feel good. We're holding a lot of tension. So we're just going to very gently move into these poses without judging ourselves. So we'll begin with the left leg folded in as wide, as far as feels good. Right leg is out wherever feels good to you, so you can sit up nice and tall. And we're just going to walk our hands out in front of us. So if you are right here and this feels good and you want to kind of play with tick-tocking your neck left and right, you can do that. You can continue to walk yourself down, maybe shifting your weight left and right, feeling the parts of the body that are touching the earth. And then just noticing the different sensation on the parts of the body that are not touching the earth. So you get to decide here, do you want movement or stillness? And just noticing the quality of your breath. You may want to stay here. And if you want to find some movement, we're just going to walk ourselves up. Plant your left hand behind you. Make sure you have something cushy under your knee. We're going to press into our left hand, our left knee, and our right foot to come up. So press up. You can even reach your arm up and back. You can kind of move between coming down and pressing back up, and just notice what feels good. Find a place where the stretch feels nice, and continue to breathe deeply here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Maybe you want to take your right hand behind your head like you're looking up at the clouds. Opening the chest and the shoulder, the arm, as well as the belly. When you're ready, we're going to exhale down. Take both of your legs out. Give them a shake, a little bounce. Maybe tick-tocking the head and the neck again here. And then when you're ready, we're just going to move to the other side. Right foot comes in, left leg comes out. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall, feeling grounded. And then exhale, we're going to just very slowly come forward. Take your time. Find some movement that feels good. And if you're looking around your space and you notice that you feel safe and grounded in this present moment, Maybe you want to come into an image where you experienced fight as a nervous system response. The most obvious example is in traffic. Maybe it was in an interaction with a friend, partner, family member, coworker. Maybe when you were out in a store somewhere. So just in your mind's eye, see yourself in a fight response. And if that emotion associated with that picture is too intense, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Listen to the sounds that are going on in your space. Come back to the present moment. Notice the breath. Notice where you're gripping with your muscles. When you're ready, you can roll up to seated. Take your right hand behind you, stretching the left hand forward, and we're just going to do this little stargazer pose. So moving in and out of this, finding something that's kind of your own flavor, stretching the belly. And just notice if you're holding your breath. All right, come back to center. Take a moment. Legs out long in front of you. Bounce your legs. Release some energy. Shake your hands. And just notice where your breath is at. Open your eyes. See something in your present moment. And then come to a comfortable seat, either sitting back on your heels or sitting in a cross-legged position. Hands can rest in your lap. We're just going to work a bit on our neck and shoulders. So let's begin by rolling our shoulders up, back, and down. This part of our body can become super tight. One of the nervous system's responses in order to keep ourselves safe is to armor up the body. If you think about armor like on an armadillo, it's hard body. We do that too as human beings. We strengthen our muscles, we tense up to protect ourselves. So after we've done that for so many years, our body just automatically goes to that and can stay there. Let's roll our shoulders back, forward, and down. So just switch directions. Noticing the breath here. Maybe taking the hands to the shoulders and just giving yourself a little massage, feeling for some tight spaces. So these little gentle self-care practices really open us up to healing, finding a space to take care of ourselves, our physical bodies. Do both sides of your neck and your shoulders. When you're ready, just drop your chin down to your chest if that's comfortable. And then we're going to look up. So again, you might not have this full range today. So maybe continue massaging in the neck area, along the back of the spine, or the lower part of the skull. Come back to center, and we're going to take left ear to left shoulder and right ear to right shoulder. So maybe you want to slowly tick-tock back and forth, or maybe you want to take a hand and add just a little bit of gravity here to get a deeper stretch. So we're just playing with this, noticing what our body is asking for choosing to do things that help us heal. We can draw full circles. So pretend like there's a paintbrush on the tip of your nose. We're drawing circles with the neck if you have the mobility here. If not, you always have the option to take the hands to the neck and the shoulders to massage. Make sure you go in both directions. Just notice where the breath is at. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. So I'm going to invite you to come down into a child's pose. So we are going to sit back on our heels. Knees are nice and wide. Head comes down. I'm going to scoot Alice a little. Sorry, Alice. Okay, so you can rest your forehead on your hands. You can stack your fists, maybe a pillow. You can reach back and grab your heels. So just notice what you need here. Maybe rocking left and right. Maybe keeping the eyes open if you're not feeling quite safe right here. Maybe some images are coming up that could be frightening, startling. And go ahead and open your eyes. Maybe sit back on your heels. Put that image in a frame somewhere across the room. And draw an outline along the outside of that image. Moving the eyes left and right, up and down in both directions. Just like you're following the outside of a square or a rectangle. Maybe you notice what's happening in your current space, in the present moment. I'm inviting you to recall a memory of fight response. Maybe it's something you often go to. Maybe there's a situation that you notice is reoccurring in your life, maybe with a certain person, maybe in a certain circumstance. Where do you feel that emotion in your body? Maybe you're feeling anger, aggression. Where do you notice that in the physical body? Is it in the belly? Is it in the back? Maybe it's in the chest or the arm muscles getting ready to fight and protect yourself. And just notice where you feel it in the body. And then become aware of the emotions and the thoughts that you are connecting to that feeling in the body. What does that mean for you when those things come up, when that situation happens? Continue to breathe through the nose. Whenever the image becomes too frightening, you can always open your eyes. Maybe get up and jump a bit. Move the hands and the legs. I'm going to invite you to roll up, sitting on the backs of your heels. And we're going to come to lie down all the way on our belly. Feet are wide as your mat if you are on a yoga mat. Hands come to rest on top of one another, and then your forehead rests on your hands. We're going to shake our hips left and right. So we're just moving our hips left and right, left and right. Releasing any tension in the glutes, hips, lower back. Maybe moving the head left and right as well. So there's not a right or wrong way to do this. Just notice what your physical body is asking for in this moment. Do you notice if you're holding any tension in the belly? Can you allow this massage to release the belly being tight? You can bend at the knee and windshield wiper here. Take any other movement or stillness that feels good. And if you feel ready, I want you to think about a fight response from childhood. Something you remember yourself doing. Or maybe somebody told you a story of it happening when confronted with a bully at school, a sibling, maybe a neighbor, family member, or anyone. Where do you feel that emotion in your body, and can you give it a name? What does it feel like? Does it feel scared? Angry? Maybe you're preparing to protect yourself. This is what our nervous system does. The goal of the nervous system is to keep us safe. Oftentimes, we react in ways and later we feel guilt, shame, and some other emotions related to our actions. And sometimes it does help to know that at that moment we didn't have a choice. Our nervous system was simply trying to protect ourselves the best it knew how. Just take a few deep breaths here if you're capable of doing so. When you're ready, I invite you to roll over onto your back for Shavasana. Just taking your time. Maybe you want to rest on your side in the fetal position because that feels safer. And maybe you want to stay on your belly or sit back for child's pose. You can rest your knees against one another, hands on belly or open wide. And just notice where you're feeling any physical sensations in the body. Let's start with the feet. Noticing any tension in the feet, the toes, the ankles, the calves, the knees, and the thighs. Just breathe into these spaces. Maybe point and flex your feet or your legs. Just notice any tension in the hips, the glutes, or the pelvis area, as well as the lower back and the lower abdominal area. Maybe you want to windshield wiper your legs, take your feet up to the air, shake them out. Just moving up to the navel center, middle and upper back, chest and throat, upper back and shoulders. Just noticing if you're feeling any physical sensations in those areas. Going to continue out through the arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Maybe shaking your arms out and just searching for physical sensations in the body. Moving up through the heart center, the throat center, up into the head and the face, the ears. And just noticing any physical sensations there. Anything that you can get some sort of felt sense for. Noticing the parts of the body that are touching the earth and the parts of the body that are not. Sensing a temperature difference, a pressure difference. And can you move your body so you can feel maybe just 1% more comfortable? If your mind begins to wander, just come back. Maybe listening for the sounds in your environment, the sound of my voice, the sound of your breath. If any images that are startling come to mind, go ahead and blink your eyes open. Put the image in a still frame. Trace it with your eyes, moving up, left, down and right, left, up, over and down, just moving the eyes around the edge of the frame. Noticing what is here in this present moment. The image you have is in the past. Right now you're safe. When you feel ready, I invite you to stretch, move, and come back up to a comfortable seated position, taking your time. There's no rush. Just noticing what kind of movement your body needs right now. Take those movements, and then come on up. We'll end our practice seated. Maybe bringing your hands to heart center in prayer. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhaling through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. My friends, my teachers, namaste. Bowing the head to the heart. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed that exploration of the fight response of your nervous system. If you would like more things on fight, please let me know. Or we can move into exploring flight, fawn, and freeze responses and how to heal those. I hope you enjoy your day.